Getto Jam is about to slam.
Domino. His name was Domino, right?
Yeah.
Okay. At least I remember that. I mean, if you know the words to that, put it in the comments.
Oh, man. All right. Welcome back, everybody, once again to another Wine Time. Here we are on another Friday night, and thank you so much for joining us. What is your name, though?
Sherri.
And my name is Joseph. Thank you once again for joining us here. And what are we here to do tonight?
So this is another one of our wine downs, hangout sessions, our wine times. And what we do is we answer a couple of questions, 3 questions to be exact. We get your perspective and my perspective. Mm-hmm. And if you want to give your perspective, go ahead and drop that down in the comments below regarding one of the questions. And we try to give ourselves 3 minutes. We've kind of come to that conclusion, you know, after he talks too much on a question,
it happens.
Goes over time, you know. So 3 minutes is about good. So we set the timer.
Yep.
And we go ahead and get it popping.
Get it popping. So we want you to get it popping as well. Call up your friends, call up your folks, or call up your significant other and bring them along and hang out on this Friday night wine time.
Because it's Friday.
It's Friday.
You ain't got no job.
Ain't got no job.
You ain't got shit to do.
Hey, and you probably just got paid. So you probably afford yourself some wine on this Friday night.
Get some of that Foxbrook.
Foxbrook, $3. Hey, $3.
The bougie people have just gagged.
I know, right? $3. This is what you call sweet red.
That's sweet cheap, okay?
All right, here we go. Question number 1. Which is more important, having a great car or a great house? Woo.
Ain't no woo to this question.
Woo. No, it was like woo.
Oh.
Or was that whoa?
It's whoa. Wow, he's just showing his age.
Man, I just hecka lost all my cool points.
Yeah.
All of them. Every last 7 of them.
I mean, unless you're going to sleep in your car. What you mean a great car or a great home? Of course you want a great home. Like, that's something that increases in value that, you know, when you pass it down, hopefully it has more value and you could pass it down to your children, keep it in your, you know, your family.
Hit him with it.
You know, a car, like, it depreciates in value. Some of them become classics and all that, but like E40 said, why buy a $50,000 car before you buy a house?
Facts. Sprinkle me, man.
The mature person, you know, that I am now, it's a house. Maybe when I was like 17, 18, it would have been like car. But yeah, we know in some things now. So yes, a house, great house, great house.
We done learnt some things.
All right, and you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. Definitely having a great house. Now, having a great house doesn't have to mean a big house. Having a big house doesn't equate to a great house. But the fact of the matter is, ownership, right? The ownership status is really what it comes down to. So I would much rather own a great home than a great vehicle. And the chances of that vehicle becoming a classic, especially now, pretty slim. A great house, right? You could turn a house into a home, but you could pass it down, taking out equity, you know, taking out equity in the home so that you can do other things with. You can't do that with a car. Yeah. Right? And so you might as well take advantage of it. Take advantage of it and use it to your benefit, not just for yourself, but for your family as well. So I agree. Having a great home is much more important.
Yeah. All right, so we did pretty good on that one.
What?
Didn't actually go over time.
Cheers.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so question number 2. Should the wife or husband ask to borrow money if they don't work? And go.
I'm sorry, but to quote my amazing wife, borrow? What? What you mean, borrow?
Thank you.
Who's borrowing? Now, we may say, hey, can I borrow some money, right? In passing, as a way to ask, hey, I don't have any cash on me. Do you have any? Can I get some? But to borrow,
Mm-hmm.
implying you're gonna pay it back. Like, that's an expectation? For real?
Yeah, especially if you're, married. I mean, granted, there's a lot of couples who keep their finances separate, and maybe that was why the question was posed that way. Oh, sorry, this is your turn.
It's all right. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, maybe that's why it was posed that way, because some people don't see eye to eye, and there are some men out there who think I'm the breadwinner, and what do you need money for? Or do maybe, abusive situations where,
manipulative, right? Manipulative situations, manipulative relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I have a problem with this. You know, I do, just because the indication that you're expected to return that, maybe even with interest. I don't know, right? But I don't know, man. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now, if we're in a marriage, we're on a team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that should be something that comes with teamwork.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
I don't know. I have a hard time with that whole concept.
Well, I think it's the term borrow, because how we run our marriage is, there's no borrow. It's, this is what we have. What's yours is mine. You know what I mean? But
I get
like
that.
I said, we both contribute. So.
But even in the event where if one of us wasn't working, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that would be implied that you got to return, or you got to ask for, hey, can I borrow some money? I'll give it back to you. Nah, man.
Like, you shouldn't even be approaching the situation like that. You should just be like, I need money for this.
Mm-hmm. Can we make
That's
it happen?
Yeah.
Can we make?
If you're not in charge of the finances, that's all that you really should be saying is, I need money for this, or I want to buy this, or if it's a really big purchase, what do you think about purchasing this? Like, is it in our financial budget? Like, that's probably a better wording for the situation. But, just because someone doesn't work and you're saying, can you ask to borrow money? Like, you're still contributing to the marriage. Like, if you're at home, trust me, you're doing a lot of stuff at home.
Yeah.
You're not just sitting there.
Yeah.
But, yes, so no. Wrong wording.
Wrong wording.
We don't borrow in marriages, okay? Even in relationships. If you're in a relationship, it's give and take, give and take.
Yep, 100% of what you got.
Mm-hmm.
All right, question number 3. Could you date or marry someone who did not like to travel?
I mean, if that person was fine with being left at home all the time, but then it's like you're not experiencing life with me, And I mean, I've often heard, like, when couples start taking trips separately, that's kind of a decline, in the relationship. But I don't think I could date someone who wasn't interested in at least, exploring and discovering new things and experiencing new things, whether that comes to travel or whatever the case may be. But travel is big for me. And I remember when we first dated, like, every year we were going on, 3-4 trips?
Yeah.
That was pre-kids. Now it's...
Yeah. Even after we got married, we were taking... We took, I think, like 4 trips in 1 year.
Yeah. And I remember Pops was like, when are y'all going to stop traveling and give me some grandkids? And I said, we're not done traveling yet. He said, how much of the world you need to see?
As much as we can.
Yeah. As much as you can afford. Like,
for sure.
Traveling just... It honestly opens your eyes to so many things. Opens your just acceptance of new things.
Yeah,
and
it's one of the best teachers.
Yeah,
I've said that for years.
I don't think I could see myself, dating or marrying someone before you who did not like to travel.
Yeah, I think my younger self that didn't make the effort to travel probably would have dated somebody, but after seeing the world with you, and let me rephrase that, after seeing parts of the world with you, the places that we've been to and now still have on our list, like we have hella places that we still want to go, right? I could never imagine marrying somebody who did not like to travel or did not want to travel. Like, to be with somebody for the rest of my life, committed to that relationship, committed to them, committed to that idea of never traveling, I'm sorry.
Blasphemy.
There's just way too much of the world to see. There's way too much to experience, and it gets, a little mundane when you just want to stay close to home all the time, and you're not willing to experience that.
Sometimes you need to get out of your element to kind of recoup, refresh your system and all that.
And just expand your worldview, figuratively and literally. So date somebody, hella back in the day, maybe. Marry somebody, nah, not for me.
Well, that's now that you know what to look for.
Exactly.
You've experienced
it.
That so for those who are not married, you know what I mean?
Think about that.
Think about that
for your future self. Would you want to be stuck at home with someone with someone who just doesn't want to travel and see the world? You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's a good point.
Think about it. Anyway, so those were our 3 questions. That is our Friday night wine time. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Drop a line in the comment below. Let us know what your perspective is on any of those questions. And we'll see you next time on our next wine time.
Yep. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Like, subscribe, share.
Cheers
all that.
To you. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
We'll see you back next time, y'all. Peace out.